bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Well, I'm glad he could join us. Our guest is Paul Clanon. He's Executive Director of the CaliforniaPUC, and not only that, but he's a jazz musician. We may find out more about that as our segment goes on. Nice to see you, Paul.
It's good to be here, Jack.
You know, one of the things that companies do is tend to, big companies like Comcast, is to keep buying from the same people all the time. And sometimes it's better for big businesses to spread their business around. That's what this is all about, isn't it?
That's exactly right, Jack. You know, we're in the most diverse state in the country. We've got suppliers out there that you never heard of that might be able to give you a better price, might be able to give you a service that you didn't have before, or a service that you're already buying better. But, you know, we haven't done business with them for the last 20 years. We don't know where they are. So one role that the PUC plays is to try to hook up especially diverse suppliers. Companies that are owned by women, companies that are owned by minorities, companies that are owned by folks who are disabled veterans, to try to hook them up as suppliers with big companies like Comcast.
Okay, hooking them up, therein lies the problem. Is that right?
Well, it's an opportunity. I wouldn't call it a problem.
An opportunity, yeah.
Yeah, and you know, we're not talking about quotas, we're not talking about special price deals or anything like that. What we're talking about doing is getting more people into the room to compete for Comcast business so you can pass the savings on to your customers. Yeah.
Has there been resistance by various companies, not naming any particular company, but just big companies in general, resistance to doing that, saying, no, we're going to stick with Joe and his ratchet shop, you know?
It's the most natural thing in the world to want to keep on doing business with somebody that you've done business with before. Yeah. But if you keep on doing that, you wind up passing on good price deals, you wind up passing on good services. Yeah. So I wouldn't call it resistance, but I don't think it's the first place lots of companies go. Yeah. Some are better than others, some have taken advantage of the opportunity. You know, the ones that do the best job of getting the most suppliers into the room to compete for their business, those are the ones who are winning. Those are the ones who are getting the best prices and the best services.
Okay, so we're talking about passing the good prices on to the consumers. Isn't that the ultimate goal of all this?
Exactly right. And you know, the other thing is we're in the most diverse state in the union. We want to make sure that everybody who owns a business in California can get into the door and try to compete for the business.
Yeah, and have various groups contacted you and said, you know, whether you point at women, minorities, whatever, and said, look, we're not getting the business we should get because X company is not giving it to us. You know, we can't convince them that we can do the job or whatever.
Yeah, you know, what they do is they call us up and they say, how can I get in the door? Who do I call at Comcast? Who do I call at my local electric utility or my phone company? How do I just get my name in the door? And that's a role that the PUC helps to play. We help to organize a clearinghouse. So if you are a woman who owns a business, a minority who owns a business, a disabled veteran who owns a business, we can get you into our clearinghouse so that you can get registered. Then you go to the utility and say, here, I'm registered. I'm a registered business. Do business with me, and here's the price I can offer you.
Okay, so after they attend this, they would go to a company and say, look, I'm qualified. They would be doing the selling, not the PUC.
That's right, yeah. There's no
you're
special
not involved
quotas
in
here.
That, you know.
There's no special quotas here. There's no special deal. We're trying to get the people in the room. And there are a couple of opportunities for folks who own businesses that are just coming up. One of them is here in San Francisco on March 4th. We're having a workshop where we invite both big companies, Comcast will be there, along with potential vendors who might be able to participate in this program to come and get registered. If you show up, it's at the PUC's offices. You can see the website here on the screen below me for information about time and place. Show up, we'll get you registered, we'll explain to you how it all works, and you'll find some potential business there, and you can start talking turkey.
Okay. Is this going to be at one of the hotels, or is it going to be?
It's going to be actually here in San Francisco at the PUC's offices. We're right in Civic Center, corner of Van Ness and McAllister.
Okay, so these people will come together, and hopefully because they're face-to-face, and they can exchange ideas on why someone is doing something they shouldn't do or what they should do, right?
Well, you know,
you're the leader.
It's a chance to sell the product.
Leading it through them, right?
It's a chance to sell the product. It's been a thing that the PUC has had a high priority on for going on 20 years now. Yeah. And it's paid big dividends for the customers of folks like Comcast, customers of utilities. It's helped those customers with lower prices and with, frankly, better services.
Sounds fair to me. Nice to see you, Paul.
Jack, thank you.
Paul Clanon is Executive Director of the CaliforniaPUC, and next time he'll bring an instrument and play for us, I'm sure. Nice to see you, Paul.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching.